Welcome to Mentor and Mastermind Monday. Yay! Hi, Gio. I miss you being here.
I miss me too. Where am I?
Where are you? Where are you?
Here at the Casa de Gio.
Casa de Gio. Awesome. We already have a full house. Those of you that are following us on Facebook, or if you're not on Facebook, please go there and share this video. And also, this is a place where we are live on Zoom now, but it's really beneficial for you to go there and post and connect, because I end up sharing this video on so many different platforms and different groups. And when they click back to the original video, it makes it easy for them to access what you're doing. So in order to do that, you are going to go to facebook.com/, and I'm putting it right in the chat room, businessacceleration.summit.com, or summit. There we go. So be certain to join that and share. Boy, we have a real full house today. Thank you. So those of you that are joining us for the first time or been here before, let me go ahead and share a little bit about how this works. I'm going to change the speaker view for a moment. So this is brought to you, my name is Shannon Gronich, and this was created out of the Business Acceleration Network. And the Business Acceleration Network is a wonderful high vibe tribe where we come together and we focus on collaboration, resource sharing, and really we kind of bridge both worlds between doing business, getting it done with fun, and incorporating a wonderful, healthy, prosperous life. So on the Mastermind Monday, we're going to be going through and doing a quick introduction. If you've been here before, you know it's 30 seconds, and we do this for a couple of reasons. One is we want to make sure we get to the mastermind. The other is we want to be able to showcase each and every one of you. It's important that you show up within the first 5 minutes, because if you come in late, there's going to be a chance that you may not get to do the introduction. So we really honor you for being on time, and we make sure you get introduced. If it is your first time, we give you a grace period of 15 more seconds, so you have 45 seconds. And we do this so that you have that practice ground of learning how to be quick, clear, and concise. And some of you joined us last week for our special guest, Jane Powers. She suggests we get it down to 17 seconds. And if you did not hear Jane Powers last week, it is well worth it. How many of you were here last week and you want to do a sign language yes? Wasn't it incredible? Please go back and rewatch it, because she will knock your socks off. She delivers the most powerful pitch I have ever heard, and she gives a real simple formula last week, and she also shared that. So you can find that on our facebook.com/Business Acceleration Summit, or it's also posted on YouTube, but really it was just dynamic. So the shorter the better, and this is practicing for radio and TV and those times where you might be in an elevator and only have a moment. Then we have a Power Up Talk, and the Power Up Talk is one of our featured experts. This week we have Jeanette Anderson, which I'm so excited to hear from. And the individual will share words of inspiration. She's going to be talking about a new paradigm for creating more freedom and impact in your business. This is not going to be a time for selling. This is really just where the Power Up Talk is to either give you inspiration, tools, insights, things to help you grow. And then we get into the mastermind. And the mastermind is that opportunity to come with an intention. Come with a goal. We ask you to only pick one, because we have about 5 minutes that we like to spend, and we love to get as many people as we can. So the clearer you are with your requests, the better. And if you want to get in the mastermind, I suggest you post it in the chat room, or even better yet, raise your hand in the Zoom at the bottom. I believe there's a way you can raise your hand, and then we make sure that we get to focus on you. And masterminding has been happening as long as biblical times, and also many of you have read Think and Grow Rich. How many of you have read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill? Yes, it's a great book, and there's a whole chapter on masterminding, and every single week it's just amazing how even if you're not in the collaboration seat, as we call it, there's so much to learn from each other and so many resources that we can share. And so we just want to be certain that we have time to mastermind. So with that, Gio, are you open, even though you're far away, doing the time? I have to tell you, Juliet did the hot seat the timing last week, and she didn't take any money from anybody. I was
failed miserably, Gio.
But I have to tell you, with our guest presenter, she had all of us going, I'm talking way too long. I don't know about you, but that was so let's go ahead and dive right into the introductions. We'll have Jeanette. I know you're a presenter, but would you like to go first with your introduction? Then we'll go Juliet Clark.
There we go. Sure. Hi. And I'm puppy sitting, so the dog just came down and is licking me furiously right now. So hello, everybody. My name is Jeanette Anderson. I'm currently in Calgary, Alberta. And what I do is collect fascinating people so that I can connect them so that they can leverage themselves, their businesses, and their impact in the world. So if you would like a simpler way to really connect with other people, contact me, let me know what your brilliance is, and I'm happy to see who I can connect you with so you can go further, faster together.
Beautiful. Thank you. All right, Gio, I'm just going to have you, maybe you can type it in the chat room so we can keep moving.
29.36.
30.36, all right.
Clark Super Brand Publishing, and we build platforms for authors, coaches, and speakers in a whole different way than everyone else with our Quiz to Qualify platform. If you want to know more, get in touch with me at juliet@superbrandpublishing.com.
Beautiful, Juliet. While Gio's telling the time, we'll have Warner and Deborah Morrison. Are you joining us today? Does everybody get to hear from you after Warner? Go ahead.
I'm here.
Perfect.
Okay, so am I on?
Yes, you're on.
I get paid for helping people transition from barely getting by, stuck in jobs that they hate, to become financially free and masters of their own lives who build a legacy their children can be proud of. Bottom line, I help create wealth and a life they love. If you or someone you know is interested, please reach out to me at 215-642-0083.
26.
Beautiful. And I'm just, Warner, do I have your permission to just add a little plus there real quick? Are you open?
Absolutely.
So one of the things, Warner was starting to implement some of Jane's input. And instead of saying people pay me, maybe saying people hire me, like she uses, because that plants that seed of people hire me. As she suggests. There's just that little tweak will make a difference.
Thank you.
All right, Deborah. And Deborah has been one of our featured presenters in a Power Up Talk. Please look her up. I feel Deborah's been on CNN, Wall Street Journal. I'm sorry, I'm a name dropper, Deborah, but she is shifting how we do our financial planning. And I think it is such a bright light what she's up to. Everybody should really know what she's doing because she's on a mission and has been on the mission. It's been a long time. She's definitely seasoned, but what she does is different, and I love it. All right, Deborah, you're up.
Well, thank you. I am a fee-only certified financial planner, a life-centered certified financial planner, which means we help pre-retiree women match their meaning with their means, right? And we help women in particular be confident about their money. So I have a TEDx talk. I'd be delighted if you logged into YouTube and searched under my name, TEDx, and gave me a thumbs up or a comment. That would be great. To contact us, www, I don't need to say that, empoweredretirement.com. Thanks so much.
Beautiful. Gio, I know I took a little bit of time. What was that?
35.
35, all right. All right, Gio, how about you go next? Gio and Laura.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Gio Roper, president and founder of Roper & Partners, Public Relations and Marketing Communications. We help businesses increase their visibility, which grows their customers and their sales. You can reach us at roperandpartners.com. I'll make you famous.
I love that. I'll make you famous. All right, Laura, so glad you're here. Oh, you were unmuted, and then now you're muted. You're next.
Okay, good. All right. Hi. Excuse me. Hi, I'm LauraBeers, speaker and psychic medium. Grieving people hire me to move them more quickly through grief because they feel empty, are exhausted, and constantly crying. So I help them to fill the void, put themselves as a priority, and revel in their future opportunities. Heal your spirit with me at healyourspirit2.com.
Beautiful. How was that timing, Gio?
2-5.
All right. Congratulations. All right. We'll go Paul and then Heshie. Paul-Michael. Paul, you're unmuted. And Heshie, if you'll go ahead and get unmuted to queue up.
Sorry about that. Now you can hear me. Hi, I'm Paul-Michael Dekker, a ShareNode Ambassador. ShareNode is a global digital marketing community that benefits business, influencers, members, and charities for the good of all. Learn more at sharenode.com/Team Dynamo.
That was 17 seconds, wasn't it, Gio? All right.
15.4.
Woohoo! All right, Heshie, you're up. And then after Heshie, we'll do Arlene.
Have you ever been plagued by nagging headaches, joint discomfort, or unexplained aches and pains? My name is HeshieSegal, and I offer my clients an easy-to-use, cost-effective, portable solution in a bottle. You can reach me at kidsbetterworld.com or 267-679-4550.
So Heshie, can I do a quick coaching moment for you?
Please.
I love these are some of the members that we work with, and so I get to know them. Heshie, I want you to mention in every pitch that you do, been featured where?
Inc. magazine, twice.
Yes, exactly. So please mention that, because that gets people to go, wow, what is this? I want to know more.
Okay.
All right, perfect. Arlene, and then after Arlene, we'll have Dr. Trish.
With fine corporate sponsors, and I have found that people struggle when they're trying to build their businesses or organizations. They max out their credit cards, they dip into their savings. So people hire me to show them how to connect with corporations so they can get money from these companies by simply writing about them and talking about them. If you'd like a list of 100 corporations and contact numbers, contact me at info@findcorporatesponsors.com.
Love it. Bravo. How was that timing, Gio?
35. I got to remember to hit mute.
All right, great, Arlene. That was great. All right, Dr. Trish. And Dr. Trish has also been a feature expert on our Mastermind Monday, and she gave some incredible stuff away. She's one that you're going to want to look up and connect with. Dr. Trish, you're up.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Trish Murray, founder and CEO of Discover Health Functional Medicine Center. Did you know that 60% of baby boomers have 3 or more chronic diseases? If you're part of this statistic or don't want to be part of this statistic, then go to my website, discoverhealthfmc.com, and start your journey to go from disillusionment to discovery.
24.
Wow, beautiful.
Tight.
And one of the things I also love about this is that we get to know and hear different pieces of what you do. So Dr. Trish is a functional medicine doctor. You help so many ailments. And so each time we come back and here, we learn more about your gifts and talents.
Well, thank you.
All right, we have Dr. Bob. Would you like to go next? And then we'll do Krista, Krista's our featured presenter next week.
Sure. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. I'm Dr. Bob Levine, and people and corporations hire me to just say no, because people in chronic pain are not sleeping well, exhausted, lack productivity, and manage ill health with drugs. I have a drug-free solution for eliminating chronic pain and the opioid crisis. I help people ignite a vibrant life and achieve high performance as they become pain and drug-free. If you know people suffering with pain, have them contact me at drbob@stressandpainfreeliving.com. And if they want to attend a seminar in Orlando coming up later this week, contact me at or check it out at stressandpainfreeliving.com/seminar.
Yay, Dr. Bob.
I don't know about yay, but okay, Dr. Bob.
So I owe you money, Gio, right?
You're wonderful. So I just have to do a little plug here. Dr. Bob is amazing. And so if you know anybody dealing with any sort of pain in Orlando, this is a great gift that you could give them by connecting them with this. I love you, Dr. Bob. Thank you for helping me at my events coming up when you got something going on, and that quick 5-minute tune-up. All right.
Pleasure.
So Krista, we'll have Krista go next, and then Debbie Johnson.
So as Shannon said, next Monday I'm actually going to be the presenter. I'm going to be talking about the #1 marketing and PR mistake that you might be making right now. And as I think it was Heshie was featured in Inc. magazine, that really just goes to show the value of PR, the value of getting a good media mention, a good placement on a reputable podcast to build your credibility. I'm Krista Janik, Wise Words That Matter. Businesses and experts hire me to polish their messaging, help them get noticed, because they're expanding and rebranding. They want to make sure they're not missing out on any opportunities as they continue to expand and rebrand. Bottom line, as your business grows, your messaging should grow with you. Learn more at wisewords.matter.com.
Wow. Okay, I know that was a little long, Gio, right?
I didn't really know when to start, so I kind of stopped. And when she said I'm Krista Janik, then I started. So yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, sorry about that. There was a lot in there. I wanted to make reference to things other people said.
Yeah, and Krista, I have to tell you, this is what I love about what we're creating here. I could just hear the improvement from what you learned in 1 week. That's awesome. It sounds great. You've always been a great presenter, but it's really powerful.
Thank you.
All right. And next up, Debbie.
Okay, I'm Debbie Montgomery Johnson. I'm president of BenfoComplete.com. We provide a unique vitamin supplement that reduces or alleviates the pins and needles and pain of neuropathy, and we try to ensure that people have happy hands and healthy feet.
And how do they find you?
At BenfoComplete.com.
Perfect. And Gio, I know she had a little more time, right?
Oh, yeah. 10 seconds if you want to add anything.
Okay, well, she has 45 seconds the first time, right?
Oh, yeah. No, they keep going.
So real quick, I want to make sure if you wanted to plug your other thing that you're up to too, because that might impact, we tend to attract a lot of women.
Yeah, I have a nonprofit called The Woman Behind the Smile, and I help women to own their story and stand up, speak up, and essentially woman up.
Oh, yes, I've read your book.
Thank you. It's fun. It's called The Woman Behind the Smile.
All right, so we're going to go Jerry Burke and then Catherine Bell. And then I think we have everybody. If not, make sure you type in the chat room so I get everybody. So we'll go Jerry Burke and then Catherine Bell.
Debbie, can you put your contact info in the chat?
All right, Jerry, you're up.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Jerry Burke, and I teach women how to use their chakras and become a GPS navigation system to navigate their lives I'm a former navigation systems engineer, and you can reach me at jerry@jerryburke.com.
Beautiful. And I cannot wait till your book is done, girl.
My book is going to be, yeah, it's in final editing. So it's taking so much longer than I thought. But you know, the woman that just went that does the Happy Hands, Healthy Feet.
Debbie,
yeah. I want to reach out to her because I have that neuropathy since I had that issue with my health. So.
Oh,
I just put my information in the comment section, Jerry.
Thank you.
Perfect. And then I want to remind everybody, if you're on Facebook Live, there should be a link right there in the chat room or right in the profile to click and join us and be here virtually. It's so powerful to see people's faces because we connect much better when we see people's eyes, their smile. And if you're here on Zoom, remember to go to facebook.com/Business Acceleration Summit and find this video. It's right at the very top. Put in your information there so that as people are watching the video, they can click and comment and share. So we have it here, but definitely do it on Facebook so you can get that Media Magic exposure. All right, and the final, Catherine. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So you get 45 seconds. This is your first time joining us.
It is. Thank Juliet. Juliet's been poking me to be here. In between all my calls. So my name is Catherine Bell, and I work with people. I work with small businesses and teach them how to add commas to their bank accounts by getting really, really clear what their income producing activity is and pulling it away from their busy work and having them really understand what their numbers are, so their numbers are telling them what to do. So they're now in the driver's seat of knowing exactly what they need to do to make sure that they're adding those commas to their bank account coming 6 to 8 weeks out continuously. So that's who I am. That's what I do.
Perfect. And how do we get a hold of you?
You can go to, I have a landing page. It's numberstellyouwhattodo.com.
Oh, I like it.
Yes, so I have a course. It's 6 weeks long. It's coming up here next week. And it's a fabulous course, and I work with you for an entire year to help you develop and build that muscle so that you're running your business by the numbers instead of your feelings about your numbers.
Well, I could imagine that Deborah Morrison loves hearing this. I know I love hearing this. I think that empowering people to work with numbers is I remember being very scared when I first got into business and the numbers, and it was the greatest gift to have somebody.
Shannon, I've actually been through the course, and it is amazing. It really, really is. A lot of resistance.
We just hear all that and add commas instead.
Thank you, thank you. So did everybody get a chance to go? All right. So now let me open up and make sure I get to do the proper introduction for our rock star, Jeanette. So Jeanette Anderson is the founder of Bodacity, a training and coaching movement committed to supporting women in grabbing life by the ovaries and going for it so that they can build their bold businesses and bold lives of impact, meaning, abundance with support and encouragement. She is also the proud founder of the League of Extraordinary Women, a mastermind for successful business owners and thought leaders who are ready to have even more impact by creating a feminine business model that is powerful, profitable, and filled with grace and ease, which is why she is passionate about Option C, a way of looking at who you are and what you're creating that expands us and our results by using the 5 C's of growth and manifestation. Let's give Jeanette our huge warm welcome. Yay, Jeanette.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Shannon. Shannon, is it okay if I have a little PowerPoint? Can I?
Absolutely. Share screen. And then you're okay watching your time with the 5 minutes?
No. Can someone give me a 30-second warning? Please, because I don't actually have my phone here. I thought I did, but I don't.
I got you covered.
All right, thanks, Gio. All righty, so let me just share my screen. Sorry, just a half a second here. All right, are you guys looking at a PowerPoint that says option C?
Yes.
Okay. Oops, are you still looking at it? No, that's not what we want. Sorry, hang on just a second. It won't let me share screen on Zoom with sorry, there we go.
It did seem to be working. It did show us the whole screen.
There we go. Won't let me share in slideshow mode. So option C. This is, there's a lot of things that I could talk to you about. I've been in business for 35 years, and marketing strategy and sales are my jam, and why whispering to help you with your whys. But really what I wanted to do is talk to you about something that I'm really passionate about these days, which is option C. How do we actually expand our way of thinking and being, and why do we need an option C? Here's what I know from working with a lot of clients. We tend to get in our businesses and in our lives into this mode of, I can have A or I can have B, but I can't have it all. Or if I have it all, I got to pay a big price for it. So I can have, you know, lots of abundance and money coming in, but I have to work my ass off, and I have to, you know, sacrifice in a whole bunch of areas. Or I can have, make a big impact, but I can't actually then be really successful and rich, because those two don't go together. So we tend to get into either or thinking. I can have A or I can have B, but really, how do I have it all? What is the context or the expansion beyond that kind of thinking that allows us to play a bigger game in whatever way that means for each of us? So that could be, you know, having more philanthropic impact. It could be making more money. It could be having more time on the beach. Whatever that bigger game is for you, that's what all of this is referring to as I go through this. So part of where this came from is, as you heard in my intro, I work a lot with women, and really wanting to look at what is being called for. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a whole lot of stuff about women. There's a new women's group formed every 30 seconds, I swear, on the planet. There is a whole bunch of zeitgeist around women, from why me to, or me too, sorry, me too, through to new groups coming up, etc. So why? And why now? Because Gandhi said the world will be saved by Western women. Problem is, he didn't actually provide a blueprint. So that leaves us with this notion of, well, that's great, but what are we supposed to be doing about this? Part of what I think this is all about, this conversation, is bringing in a new paradigm that is not patriarchy, which is option A. It's not swinging the pendulum over to the other side, which is matriarchy, which is just a different power structure. What's option C? What are some ways we can reimagine who we're being, what we're doing, and how we're doing it in the world, whether you're a man or a woman? So that's where I was thinking about option C, which is really a lot about connection, collaboration, co-creation, community, context expansion. Those are some of the C's that come under option C. Now, none of this is going to be new, but I want to challenge you to reimagine and reapply how we do this in our business, because many people think about it, talk about it, but we don't actually do it as much as we could. I know a lot of business owners, and see if this is true for you, who spend a huge amount of time, quality time, with their computer. Quality time where we spend hours and hours, if not days and days, sitting in front of a screen rather than actually connecting with people at a deeper level. And even though we connect virtually through Zoom and the wonderful new technologies, there's still a longing for more connection. So I think if you check into, for yourself, for your clients, for the people that you work with and you support, there has been more and more of a desire for us to truly, deeply, genuinely connect. That's why you're starting to see things like Lisa Tierney starting with Get Effing Real as a podcast. There's a call for telling the truth and actually showing up human being to human being instead of image to image, which has been a lot of what business has been about. So in your business, my question is, for you, in terms of connection, what systems and processes do you have in place for connecting? So for example, I have in my tickler file in my CRM, a list of people that I want to connect with consistently that I will send handwritten cards to and send out about a dozen a month, if not 20 cards a month, just to stay in connection with people in a different way. So what is some of the ways that you have for tracking connections, staying connected? Because I don't know about you, I have a bit of menopause brain, and I cannot keep track of all the people I want to stay connected to. So we all meet lots of people, we do events, we go to various places. What are your systems and processes for actually managing and supporting connection? And if those aren't in place, then what can you do to create that? There's people within this community that have a tremendous amount of experience with that. So part of connection is connecting with people who can help you be a better connector. What's the purpose? And, there's a hanging question for you. What's the purpose and process and kind of your grounding behind that? So often what has happened, especially in this information products industry, we've gotten very transactional. It's very much about, I'll support you, you support me. A lot of joint venturing tends to have that kind of approach to it. And I'm not saying that we need to swing the pendulum to the other side where a lot of women go of, I'm just going to develop the relationship, and maybe someday, perhaps, possibly, they might out of the blue decide to buy something from me. That's not what I'm talking about.
Hey, Jeanette, you are past your time now, so if you want.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so collaboration, co-creation. Here's some things to think about. I'll wrap up in 30 seconds. Some things to think about in terms of ways to co-create within this community and to go beyond just the standard stuff. So could we create a summit together? Can we create events together, etc.? I'll give you the slide so you can go through it. Take a look at what are some ways to add the value to your community. Of course, I know all of you are thinking about that and doing that, but really beyond that, a lot of what they're looking for and longing for is to be seen, to be heard, and how do you, again, create that systematically in your business? Final thing is contextual expansion. How do we keep learning and growing as leaders? And to support you with that in any way that I can, please feel free to connect so that I can help you identify your whys so that you can start to expand contextually, create a bigger container for more creation, more co-creation, more community and connection. That goes really fast.
Thank you, Jeanette. And I am just going to concur. Let me go ahead. Can you stop the share on your end?
Yeah, I did.
You did, okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm not sharing on my end, am I?
Yep, you are.
My messy, okay, here we go.
There we go.
I had Conscious Living Partnership for years, and we had barter club, we did events, we even had member-to-member discount. We were in 19 states, thousands of members, and I remember doing our testimonial videos, and one night we had a professional film crew, and out of over 30 testimonials, the common link with everybody, and a majority of was only focused on this, was community and connection and that face-to-face. And this was like 10 years ago. So everything you're saying, there's so much evidence that we've got to look at that in our business.
Yeah, there's so much connection in social media that's not real connection. We have to come back to that heart-to-heart, belly-to-belly. How do we really connect?
Beautiful. Yes. So I want to acknowledge some people that are on Facebook. We have Ceci Meacham with Anytime Travel. She is our co-creator of the Summit at Sea, and I just posted that in our chat room. You can come and check it out. There's some really great, we have only 2 balconies left. I know also on Facebook. Hi, Ceci. We love you. Thank you for all your hard work with creating that amazing, which I think is our best event every year. We also have Lauren Cohen, who is licensed attorney in Tennessee and Canada, so she does some international work. She's going to be one of our featured speakers on the cruise. And we have Denny. I wanted to say Denny wants to reach out to you, so make sure you connect with her on the Facebook where the video is. She's asking for some more information there. So I think I've covered everybody. We have a number of people there. So Debbie, please make sure you go to the Facebook group and follow up with Denny that's there. So now we're going to get into the mastermind. And before we get in the mastermind, I'm going to do my quick commercial because we have the 13th Business Acceleration Summit coming up in Orlando on November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And if you have not been a part of our summit, this is a very high vibe tribe. We come together, we do mastermind meals, we have a high performance networking experience. We take you on a powerful journey with, after 3 days, you feel so connected to the family. It's really powerful, and business gets done, leads gets done, and we party and have so much fun. So definitely come, let us know where we are taking speaker applications, volunteer applications, great sponsorship opportunities. So you can reach out to me at Shannon360.com, Shannon360.com. Thank you, thank you. So we have Dr. Trish, who's going to be in the hot seat first. I'm going to change it. Ours is the collaboration seat. I'm so used to saying hot seat that I'm trying to be more conscious of that. So Dr. Trish, I'm trying to find you here on all of our wonderful people that we have today.
Yeah, I'm right here, Shannon, and yeah.
Can you hold on just a moment? Gio, can you verbally give us a 1-minute warning when we do the 5 minutes? And let me set the stage real quick for the mastermind. So don't start with Dr. Trish, just 1 more minute. I know there's a few new people. So in the mastermind, ideally you have 5 minutes. I suggest you don't talk for 5 minutes. Like, really be quick, clear, and concise, because then you can really mine, like find the gems in this community and let us share and support you. So the clearer the ask, the clearer we are able to respond. And really, it is finding the gems. Not everything's going to fit, not everything's going to land, but look for those rubies, those diamonds, those things that you can take that are there. Gio, the next summit is November 1st through the 3rd. So November 1st through the 3rd in Orlando, Florida. So Dr. Trish, you are in the collaboration seat. You're up.
Thank you, Shannon. First of all, I want to thank everyone for 2 weeks ago. I brought up that I have a podcast that is going to be moved to a new platform, and I was looking for a name, and we've come up for the primary name as Age Hackers, but we're working now on a subtitle. So I want to give a shout out and a thank you, first of all, to everyone, and then to Juliet for helping me out with even more brainstorming with her super brand publishing. That was awesome. And also Tracy Hazard from Podetize.com. But I'm going to quickly just share this list of 3 options. Let me see if I think I can do it quickly. Age Hackers, improving your health from madness to mended, healing yourself from ailing to awesome, or improving your health from disillusionment to discovery. Which one do you like and why? And do you have any questions?
So if I can make a suggestion, go ahead and put, is it okay if they put in the chat room? And then also open to modified versions, right? So if you have a different idea, please feel free to contribute it. And I love Age Hackers. Yes, that is awesome. And feel free to voice what you want, but just if you for sake of speed, if everybody can share. Who wants to hop in and contribute?
B.
Okay. Gio. I think that was your voice.
No, that was Bob, Dr. Bob.
Hey, Bob, sorry.
So healing yourself is really cool. I mean, that's how it happens, and hopefully people would figure that out. And ailing to awesome, that's pretty good too. So I like B. I don't like disillusionment. I don't like disillusionment because there's an insinuation there that the person who's reading that is disillusioned. So I don't really like that.
Okay.
And madness, I don't like either.
Did you put these in the chat, Dr. Trish, and I'm just not seeing it?
It's being shared right on the screen as far as to read.
My bad, sorry.
So those are just my opinions, Trish, but.
No, that's great. Thank you, Bob.
You're welcome.
I like B2, ailing to awesome, but I'm into the word awesome. And healing yourself is powerful. It feels empowering for me.
Mm-hmm.
I like to make a comment. I love B also. I think it's awesome, as it says. Men, and the first one men did, it doesn't give you that feeling of completion. And so that's why I like B better.
Heshie said B in the chat room. Anybody else want to contribute B? Yep, you got a lot of B's, girl.
Okay, good. Awesome. Well, great. Well, anyone else?
What's an age hacker? I just need to ask that.
Well, age hacker, any biohackers or people that are trying to hack health and be optimally healthy. Age hackers, my niche is more baby boomers or folks with chronic diseases as we age. So that's where pretty much age hackers comes from. But it doesn't necessarily have to be someone, let's say a baby boomer. It could be someone at any age starting to feel the process of aging and saying, wow, I don't know that this is going that well. And they just want to optimize their health because they are doing well, but they're realizing they're getting older and they just want to. So it could have many different concepts. Depends on who's reading it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why I like it so much.
Thank you for explaining that. Appreciate it.
Hey, Trish, what about switching around B? And by the way, you have a minute and 8 seconds. To be from ailing to awesome, healing yourself, something. I got to figure that part out. Hang on, I don't even know how to turn this thing on. Okay.
Ailing to awesome, healing yourself.
Naturally.
Now, healing yourself, if because you're looking for those that are in their baby boomer age, healing yourself for life, or healing yourself something. But from ailing to awesome, I think that's like more of an attention getter. And then as like a second, that'd almost be your sub. That would be your header, and then your subheader kind of would be, healing yourself, or I don't know. I just think ailing to awesome is more attention getting, whatever you put after that.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, great.
All
I
right.
like that thought.
Me too. I just wanted to let a couple of you know I'm seeing what's happening on Facebook, and you have to go to that link on Facebook. Some of you are posting it on my private page, and people are never going to see it. So you have to go to the Facebook group, the Facebook Pro page where it says, facebook.com/Business Acceleration Summit. If you're on my personal page, you just got to click on that video and open it back up. It needs to be in the original video for people to see it. And hopefully you know who you are, so I don't have to shout out names. But thank you, Dr. Trish. Was that helpful?
Very much. Shannon, the only other thing I'll say is anyone in this group that's in the health and wellness field and you'd like to be a guest on this podcast, please contact me. My email address is trishmurraydo@gmail.com. And I'll put it in the chat. And some people from the group have already been guests and they've done an awesome job. I just interviewed Paul Levin last week.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. All right, Jeanette, and then we're going to move on to Warner is in our hot seat.
Okay. I just wanted to quickly add, I put some things in the chat, but I wanted to quickly add one of the advantages of having a positive and a negative in your subtitle. Typically on a short thing like an ebook or a half day, or a webinar or something, you want pain-based title, pleasure-based subtitle. On a longer course or whatever, you want a pleasure-based title, pleasure-based title, pain-based subtitle. Because people don't want to sit in pain for long periods, but you need a pain-provoking thing if it's to get their attention initially. You've got both, so that kind of works, but you want to think about age hacking is not a pain-based title. So lead with the pain if it's a short attention-getting part of your process.
Thank you. All right, Warner, you're up in the collaboration seat.
Okay, quick infomercial. That's different senior executives hire me to support them in creating authentic leadership within their organizations, because most of the key people do not command the authority to inspire and empower their reports to achieve true satisfaction and real results. Bottom line, I help corporations to grow become more competitive and far more profitable. A little bit of background, between 84 and 2007, I was a corporate consultant in the leadership domain, working with companies as large as Clorox and AstraZeneca. Have completely gone out of that field. Learned that most leadership training does not work because it misses the being part of a leader. Learned on my climbs and on the mountains of the world a lot about who I am, and come from the position that leadership has everything to do with two key elements. One is assertiveness, and the other one is empathy. I've just written a book about that in the rehash stage of it. I can't just think of the word right now. And my question is, how do I get back into corporations? In my days, I made all of my contacts by phone. I now know that that's no longer the way to do it. So, question, how do I get to corporate executives to read my book, first of all, and ultimately to hire me to help them transform their corporations?
Okay, Jeanette?
I'll tell you that in a second, but I want to give you a little feedback on your intro thing. Is that okay?
Please.
I found a disconnect because you talked about I help leaders do this, be that, etc., and then you switched to the company. I get them more profitable, etc., etc. There was not a bridge there that connected those two things for me. Either you work with the company. Now I know they're connected, but if you're about the leaders, keep it about the leaders.
Got it.
And the other thing is, you don't talk about assertiveness or empathy, and you talk about I help them be better leaders. Most of them are effective leaders. That's why they're the leaders of their organization. So what's the missing piece? And that could be the assertiveness and empathy or something. But the things you mentioned, they're good at. So they're going to disconnect from that intro, I would think, most of them. And I think that's related to getting into the corporations. You need to find the thing that is going to catch them. And I actually totally disagree about the phones not working anymore. I think they're not used anymore, therefore they're more effective. You just need a way to get past the gatekeepers. If you want to contact me, I have a little script for getting past gatekeepers. I'm happy to share that with you. And I think that part of it is really finding the pain point. But inviting leaders from different organizations to a best practices breakfast, for instance, where you're going to facilitate a conversation for them to connect with each other, that's a way to become a center of influence and then go into the organizations from there. Connect them outside their companies, then you can get invited into their companies.
Great advice. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. And I'm going to contribute. Smart Meetings, smartmeetings.com. This is where anybody that does any sort of event at a corporate level, they bring them together 7 times a year, and they have a magazine. Any way to plug into their events, you'll have direct access and be able to connect with them that do the hiring. Also, with your Power Bio Warner, you should come and speak at one of their events and be paid for doing that with them. And I can talk to you a little bit about that in our coaching program too. The other thing is we also have Orly Amore, and she's a part of our network, and Orly Amore helps people get paid speaking gigs, and she guarantees that. So she's our kind of go-to expert in the community, and you know her from the Trailblazers.
Okay, great. Just a quick comment for Jeanette. Jeanette, we talk about these guys being great leaders, yet 60% of the workforce hates their job. Ultimately, it hates their leadership. So that's really the essence that needs to be shifted. And who are they being as they're being, quotes, these position-based leaders, not personal-based leaders. And I need to know how to wake them up to that fact.
Well, you can't insult them.
Warner, and the question is, do they think that way?
Yeah, I know.
If you want to wake them up, you better slap them real hard and say, you think you're a good leader, but 60% of your workforce thinks you suck. Something along that line with a little more refinement. But they think they're good leaders, so you have to get past the ego to connect with the heart, or the ego in an assertive way, one of the two.
Right on. Thank you.
Werner.
1 minute. 1 minute.
Okay.
Werner, have you interviewed leaders to see? The thing is, I'm concerned that you get these people, you start talking to them like that, you're just going to be insulting them, and they're high-powered high ego people. So you got to be real careful how you communicate with them. So I'm wondering if you've interviewed a bunch of executives where you could say, in my experience, after talking to X numbers of investigators, senior executives, they have come to realize and express to me this concept that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I haven't done any interviews recently. During my 20 years as a consultant, I really gathered, what's happening in corporations. Yes, please, Juliet.
Werner, do you know who Bob Rourke is, CEO Space? I think you and Heshie are members, aren't you?
Bob Rourke, no, I don't.
Okay, so Bob has a podcast, and that's what he does. He interviews corporate executives, and he doesn't do it to make money from it. He does it to build the relationships. Then they know who they are. He's chatting with them. He's gotten a lot of business out of it. So just a thought about maybe putting something like that together, either a podcast or a book, that you can start building those relationships for a non-monetized, it's not going to be a monetization today, but it could be long-term. That's what he's done with it.
Great, thank you.
I have a suggestion too. This is Jerry.
Okay, and then we're at time. So go ahead.
Just real quick. If you can tie those results to increasing their profit is the big way you're going to catch them. And the places that you're going to meet them, I think, is corporate seminars and corporate business meetings for like a Chamber of Commerce kind of a thing.
Okay, great, thank you.
Beautiful. And I'm just going to share this. Debbie, this is for you too. Warner, Dr. Bob specializes in clinical studies. So I was hearing some of his suggestion kind of tying into that expertise of creating a little bit of those studies. And Debbie, I'm saying that to you just because I know you have supplements, and Dr. Bob is a master at clinical studies.
Thank you. I'll connect with him.
Okay. Arlene, thank you, Warner.
I am actually, I have to go. So I'm sorry, but I have another appointment, and I apologize. I don't have time, but maybe next time.
Perfect. Jerry, I saw your hand was up. Was it to contribute, or did you want to get in the collaboration seat?
I was just contributing to the previous
conversation. Okay, perfect.
I have to go too, sweetie. Everyone, it was wonderful to meet with you today. Make it a great week.
We love you. Thank you. So we have 8 minutes left. Either we can do one more person on the hot seat, or we could hear for 30 seconds any closing remarks or questions.
Shannon, I would just like to add one thing. It's Heshie.
So we're going to do closing remarks. So Heshie, decision. Heshie, go ahead.
I just want to say that I had a conversation with Jeanette, and it was awesome. She's completely focused and came up with some great stuff. So I'm just going to leave that as my closing remarks, because use her if you can.
Yes, Jeanette, we're hoping you come play with us in November. All right. And Heshie, you have to give your website, please.
Oh, kidsbetterworld.com.
Thank you.
I did.
I know, but I just wanted to end. It's kind of like a commercial, right, Gio?
Oh, sorry.
It's good to leave people with that final thing you want them to remember.
Okay.
Perfect. We'll go the two Debbies. We'll go Debbie first and then Deborah. Not Debbie, but Debbie and then Deborah.
Okay, I must have missed this, but just to wrap up, I'm really glad I got on today. I'd like to connect with a couple of people, and I've sent you private Facebook messages. But I can be contacted at Debbie at the Woman Behind the Smile for my nonprofit and my speaking, and benfocomplete.com, benfocomplete.com for our vitamin supplements. And I look forward to connecting with people. So thank you, Shannon.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Deborah.
Hi, I'm Deborah Morrison, and our website isn't completely finished on its revamp, so I'm going to give you a different one right now from that, which I put in the text box, and that is Deborah L. Morrison, DebrALMorrison.com. Happy to talk with any of you about your projects, my projects, how we can work together.
And Deborah, I'm going to ask a big favor from everybody. When she gets this TED Talk up on her website, I'm going to ask our community to please, please, please help share it, like it, comment, because we want to get her to that next level, and it's based upon community participation. So I'm hoping that, and it's powerful, so you'll be sharing a good message.
Thank you.
Okay, Warner, and then Jeanette.
Just thanks to all collaborators and supporters.
Beautiful.
You can reach me at africawithwarner.com. There's a little bit about leadership on the site.
Perfect. Jeanette, thank you for being our presenter today.
Thank you. I was very fast, and I don't know if we got any real value in there, but hopefully some food for thought. And my appreciation is for the space that you hold for us, Shannon. And it's a perfect example of the desire for connection, synchronicity that can happen, amazing connections, and it's a way for you to model being leaders of influence by creating conscious communities. So thank you for being both a great model and a wonderful ripple effect in the world.
Thank you. And thank you for allowing me to interrupt and interject and do all that I do. And I hope you guys all know that I do it with so much love, and it's brings me so much joy. Thank you, Jeanette. All right, Gio.
The rainy season has hit 2 weeks before I get my new roof.
Oh, geez. That's terrible.
That's all right. I'm sure it'll be, my pool's getting full.
Mine too.
Oh my goodness. Gio Roper, Roper & Partners, Public Relations, Marketing, Communications. If you'd like to increase your visibility, to grow your brand and grow your business, we can help you. I'll make you famous at roperandpartners.com.
Beautiful. Krista, and then Dr. Trish.
Yeah, so I have a quick question. I'm actually going to be on a video podcast on Thursday evening. What's the best way to share that information with everyone? Because I'm going to be talking about the courage of a blind skier. So what's the best way to share that information? It's going to go on live Thursday night.
So when you go live, if you can share it with our, you can share it ahead of time. We have a public group, Business Acceleration Network, Florida. So if you share it there in that group, then I'll be happy to share. If you get people's permission to tag them, like, you're more than welcome to tag me. I get that. And then also on the Business Acceleration, the page, the link that I put in here a couple of times too. And if anybody else wants to receive this, go ahead and put in the chat room your email and or how she can connect with you, so that you can help share that. But that's how you can share it with me.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, and right now I'll just put the YouTube channel in there so people can subscribe, but I'll put it in the chat room.
Yeah, tag me too. Me too.
Hey, Krista.
Yes.
I was just thinking that what's the title of your presentation, so to speak?
For Thursday or for next week?
For Thursday, for the podcast about the blind skier.
I don't know if she's going to change it, but it's basically about the courage of a blind skier.
So to me, the courage of a blind skier and how it applies to people with sight. You know what I mean? Link it to everybody. So,
Yeah, I mean, I'm one of those people. I hesitate to give generic advice to people. So, but I share my own journey, how I got where I am today, and people can, and I share the steps and how they relate to steps that other people can take.
Perfect.
I'm very careful about advising because I feel like too many people who say they're experts about everything advise people.
Well, you're an expert about being blind, that's for sure. And you've got.
But you know what? There are different paths to do everything.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me interject.
Dr. Bob, you can go next. Oh, wait, I know Trish first. Sorry, Trish.
Oh, that's okay.
No, go, Trish. That's fine.
No worries. Well, thank you, everybody. Dr. Trish Murray, Discover Health Functional Medicine Center. Reach me at discoverhealthfmc.com. And thanks, everybody, for your input. Watch for age hackers. ailing to awesome, and not quite sure that last part yet.
Beautiful.
Great.
Dr. Bob?
Yeah, so I'm cutting a video this afternoon, a minute video on the Celebration Health Hospital seminar coming up Thursday, Sunday, and Monday. What's the best way to get that out there after I cut that thing today?
Just some of what I shared with Krista. Also, what I would suggest is getting it up on your website and sharing it from your website so that it draws people to your website. So get the embedded code and put it on a page, and anything that you want to if you want to have an opt-in or whatever you do when you share it, make sure that you're sharing that web link to get multiple marketing done.
Great. Thank you.
All right, Catherine Bell, and then Paul. Okay, Paul. Catherine Bell said goodbye. Okay, so I think we are at the end of our time together. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be here next week with Krista. Wanted to do a final reminder that we have just, oh, my son wants to do his quick snap, if you don't mind, and then we can say goodbye. He's home today from school. Real quick, because it's at the end of the time. This is Gabriel, if you have not met my 5-year-old. And Gabriel.
Welcome to Ninja Family Club. We help families to help other people so they can be happy. My membership is $5, $20, $50, or more. Which one would you like to give to me? You get a picture, you hang on the refrigerator door to remind yourself to make all people happy.
Wow. Thank you. And so he has wonderful
great start.
Club, and you did it.
Hey, can you leave the chat open just in case people want to pop it?
Lauren's got a press release up on the Facebook page. If everybody can take a look at that, there's some big things happening in her world. So if you go onto the Business Acceleration Summit page, I believe you'll find it there.
Okay, perfect. Under the video that we just did, right?
Yep.
All right, wonderful. And just remind everybody, make sure you go to facebook.com/Business Acceleration Summit and do the video from there. So with that,
Save the chat.
Yeah, save the chat. We do have a couple of openings and applications for our club. How many of you are a member of our club, the Collaborators Club? Does it rock? We get together multiple times a week. You get direct access to me and all of the people in our community. Deborah's a part of it. There's some of you that are interested in joining. Please reach out. It is dimes on the dollar of lots of other, oh, he's showing you his teeth. Just a little bit of entertainment. With that, hopefully you'll consider joining us on a deeper level. With that, I love you so much. Thank you. Jeanette, you were awesome today.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Take care.
I'll leave it open for a few moments.